Welcome back to the 90 More podcast. Welcome back to another post-match review where Manchester United have beaten Leicester City. Actually, destroyed Leicester City 3-0. It should have been 6-0. It should have been 7-0. Leicester City are absolutely very, very lucky. A game of absolute two halves. A game where Manchester United have literally changed and upgraded within a game. That is absolutely genius from Erik ten Hag. And I might have to change my mind here. I might have to take my words back. Manchester United are definitely in the title race. They're definitely in there. And what is very, very scary about it is they're in the title race. They're winning game in, game out, week in, week out. And no one seems to recognize them. That means the pressure is not actually getting to them. Of course, we saw the pressure getting to Manchester City. We've seen the pressure getting to Arsenal. Man United are focusing on the next game, on the next game, on the next game. They're 3 points behind the favourites to win the Premier League, that is Manchester City, and table leaders Arsenal. They are 5 points behind table leaders Arsenal. Of course, Arsenal do have a game in hand. But this is my question to you there as we dive into this game. Are Man United now announcing themselves as title contenders, as real title contenders? Yes, they don't play another game of football in the Premier League. In 2 weeks, then they will be playing at the Anfield against Liverpool. Maybe that will be a season-defining moment. But until then, should we regard Manchester United as capable, strong title contenders? Let me know in the comment box below. Now, look, I think the first thing we have to talk about in this game is Marcus Rashford. There's so many talking points. They're very, very big talking points, including Erik ten Hag, including the red card for Marcel Sabitzer and a couple of other things, and David De Gea. But Marcus Rashford, what a run. Marcus Rashford has now scored 13 Premier League goals in 24 appearances for Manchester United this campaign. It is absolutely unbelievable. For a player who scored, was it 2 goals last campaign? Was it 1 or 2 goals last campaign? This season, he is absolutely on fire. Ever since coming in from the World Cup, he scored more goals than any other player in Europe. He scored more goals than any other player in the Premier League. For me, if you ask me for one player that I would go for best player, maybe in Europe right now, I would definitely go for Marcus Rashford. I think it's a no-brainer. Again today, Marcus Rashford stepping up for Manchester United on the big occasion. How badly did they need that first goal? Look, it's easy to say they won it, they easily won it, but they badly needed that first goal. Leicester City started off very, very well in the first half. I thought Manchester United didn't actually, start so well in the first 20, 25 minutes. And I think that's where Leicester City created the biggest damage. Look, you could give De Gea all the credit, and we're going to talk about him. But the moment Manchester United break, it's a mistake from Fires. Bruno pounces, and Marcus Rashford is through on goal. You've got to score that, because when you score that goal, it raises the momentum, it raises the belief, it brings in the confidence, it just changes everything at the moment. And Marcus Rashford, that is what he's actually done. He's gone, scored that goal, and Man United there and then they opened up, right? Leicester City were killed the moment Manchester United had that shot go in. Leicester City's momentum were killed, and I didn't see them again in the game. So Marcus Rashford, his goal scoring form really continues. 13 now in the Premier League. I've had a few words that he could be going for the Premier League boot. I don't think he will win the boot. I don't think he will score 25 like Erling Haaland, but I think he will score 20, 22, or even 23, right, in the Premier League. Look, in all competition, what he's done for Manchester United is absolutely phenomenal. At a time when you do not have a strike, at a time when you need one of your players to step up and, put the chances that you're creating to bed, is Marcus Rashford. It is Marcus Rashford, and United right now are very, very lucky to have him. Now, the other performance that we've got to talk about is David De Gea. It was 3-0, full time. Man United created the better chances in the second half. They absolutely buried the game in the second half, but there is something to talk about. David De Gea made 3 world-class stops at halftime. Actually, I think in the first 20 minutes, that game would have been over. That game would have been totally and totally over, right? Kelechi Iheanacho, how he didn't score that. Again, thanks to David De Gea, that should have been a goal. In my opinion, that should have been a goal. Then again, Harvey Barnes through on goal, one-on-one with the goalkeeper. You place it any side of the goalkeeper, just at a good distance. It's in the back of the net, and of course, David De Gea is there to capitalize. He's a world-class goalkeeper. Look, he doesn't have these all these bullshit things of playing very well with his feet and everything, but he is a world-class goalkeeper. If there is one world-class goalkeeper I'm going to mention always, it's that boy. It's that guy, David De Gea. Every single season. There is no season where he's actually, where he doesn't step up for Man United. Every single season, he steps up. Every season. And in this game, he's one of the players that are actually deserving a real shout out. But let's dive into the game. What went wrong for Leicester City? What went right for Manchester United? The genius of Erik ten Hag and everything. So if you look at the statistics in this game, they actually tell it all. Man United, 26 shots on goal, 8 on target. Leicester City 19 on goal, 3 on target. Possession, Manchester United 58%, Leicester 42%, and the rest is absolute history. I think with Erik ten Hag, one of the credits you've got to give him now as a coach, as a tactician, as a manager, is the in-game tactics. Once again, Wout Weghorst played as a number 10. Bruno Fernandes playing on the right-hand side and, starting Garnacho on the left. Marcus Rashford drifting to the right at times or to the left, depending on where the play was. And then Wout Weghorst coming into that number 9 role where, he was literally, just keeping the space for Marcus Rashford to run into, and then he would release the space for him. It's genius. You love to see it. You love to see this Manchester United side play. You love to see them have the ball, hold the ball, and do whatever they can on the ball. They are absolutely amazing. I don't think there is anyone or one person that would go, Man United are not playing well at the moment. Manchester United are not impressing me at the moment. No one would say that. If they are not impressing you, you're either a bitter rival fan or you just don't like beautiful football. But if you like beautiful football, if you feel like, this is the kind of football you want to see, then watch Manchester United. Really, Erik ten Hag has done a tremendous job to turn this team, around. So some of the key talking points in this game include Marcel Sabitzer, who played very well for Man United, who's doing a very good job ever since Eriksen actually picked up that injury, long-term injury. He's actually coming and fitting very well. But the question is, should Marcel Sabitzer have seen a red card? Should he have been sent off in the first half? VAR reviewed it and they decided, no, we are not sending him off. There is nothing in it. He doesn't even get a yellow card for that. This is what I'm going to say. That, if that is an Arsenal player, that's a red card. If that is a Leicester City player, that's a red card. And we tend to see VAR and referees, give these softer decisions to, big teams. I'm really not saying Arsenal and all these other clubs are not big teams. But what I'm trying to say is that is a red card. I think they overthought it. They have gone subjective on it. That is a red card. His boot is high. He catches the player almost in the knee. Now, there wasn't much power there, right? But there is no way, there is no excuse for you to be putting your boot as high, raising your boot as high. There is no excuse, right? And the fact that he doesn't get that red card and Man United go on to win this game 3-0 is a shame for the referees, because we've seen one referee, one VAR official resign, and then we've seen this once again. I think they were brilliant today. I think the Marcus Rashford goal, the second goal, brilliant. They've taken enough time, drawn the lines very well, and called it right. It's a goal. He's not offside. But then what about that? Marshall Sabitzer, that is a straight red card. Send him off, right? If you want to be better at your game, better at your job, you don't need to take those compromises. You don't need to take such compromises. A player is offside, call it offside. A player, is going into a tackle with a high boot. It's a red card offense. That's it, right? But Manchester United, I'm quite very, very impressed with them. Now, Leicester City are one of the sides that have had a mixed season, right? One thing I've loved about the manager, Brendan Rodgers, is he's turned the lineup all around. You look at the lineup that started today. Christensen, there fires, Salter, and then Castagna, Dewsbury Hall, and Mendy, Barnes, Maddison, Tete, and Kelechi Iheanacho. I think there is one or two players I would change there. Probably Yuri Telemans starts ahead of Dewsbury Hall. I think that's the only change I would make to this starting lineup. So what he's done there, Brendan Rodgers, is he's looked at his team, he's understood where the weaknesses are, and he's done what he has to do in his power. Because I don't think he can change Danny Ward. Doesn't have a better goalkeeper than Ward. I think he's a shit goalkeeper. I think he's a really, really, really shit goalkeeper. But the rest of it is actually all right. Coming into this game, Leicester City had won 2 of their last 2 games by 4 goals, right? Winning against Aston Villa 4-2, and beating Tottenham Hotspur 4-1. So I think they will be disappointed with that result. They will be more disappointed with the performance. The performance was absolutely bad. It was so poor. If you lose against Man United at the Old Trafford, it's okay. Everyone will understand. But can you lose while you play well? Can you lose? Can you keep up the momentum? Look, in the second half, it was too easy for Man United. But when they go back, look into themselves, look at those individual mistakes, look at that, lack of energy, lack of passion, lack of pressing, then in my opinion, they will eventually get it right. But for now, they have to swallow that 3-0 and then move on. I'll see you in the Tottenham West Ham match reaction. Bye-bye.